My name's Dave Daffin. I live in Ledbury in Herefordshire and I'm 55 years of age. In July of 2017 I was diagnosed as pre-diabetes. I went for a health check at the doctor's, had some blood tests and the usual tests, and they came back saying that I was over the pre-diabetes range and I needed to go and see the nurse. So I went away on holiday and came back, and in September 2017 I saw the nurse at the doctor's surgery, and the first thing she suggested was that I lose some weight. I was 15 stone 2, needed to lose some weight, wasn't very active at that time, and I was given some leaflets, took those away and decided to make some changes to my lifestyle. I realised that I was probably eating a little bit too much in the way of sugary foods. I was having lots of biscuits, probably drinking a little bit too much alcohol, and I had put on a lot of weight, and I probably realised that I was probably heading towards a diabetes diagnosis. And so it wasn't a great shock, but I did realise that it was something quite serious, and if I didn't do something seriously about it, then I would probably end up in a very, very poor health state. So decided to do something about it quite quickly, really. So one of the things I did was read the leaflets when I got home. One of them was from diabetes.co.uk. Read that was all about diet. But I went on the website and I saw the information about the Low Carb Program, a 12-week program. I thought, well, I've got to give that a go. It'll give me some incentive and some kind of structured way of introducing the changes into my life. So I started that. Every week when the videos came out, I would look at them. Really, really interesting and useful advice. And I learned quite a lot about carbs and sugar and alcohol and what I needed to do to make those changes. And I managed to start to do that quite quickly. So the doctor told me about my test result and said that I would need to see the nurse. So we had our holiday first, and then I went to the nurse after that. So the nurse gave me the advice: lose some weight first, see how that goes. I was too overweight. I needed to lose 3 stone, so that was quite a nice little goal. And she wanted me to go back in 6 months and to see what my blood sugar was looking like at that point. So I went away, started the program, and I decided to also increase the amount of exercise that I was doing. So I was quite sedentary, really, apart from I played cricket during the summer. But apart from that, my job is normally sitting at a desk, typing, so quite sedentary job. So I thought, well, I needed to do something else. Especially after the cricket season finished, so I decided to go and do a lot of walking. Got some really, really nice paths and walks around Ledbury where I live, and it's a beautiful, beautiful place, and I did a lot of walking and sort of started to increase that, and I just started a little plan to sort of increase my number of steps, and the advice is that you get yourself out of breath while you're walking, and it gradually became a lot easier. But the thing is, my weight did start to fall off quite quickly. I was losing probably on average about £2 a week. So it really did start off quite well in the beginning. It was quite hard to actually adjust to the new diet. So I was reducing carbs, so the advice was to keep it to around about 120 grams of carbs a day. So I was managing to do that, having smaller breakfasts, in reducing the amount of potato and rice I was having with my meals, and just using a general the plate advice. There was some plate advice on the Low Carb Program, so a small amount of carbs, lots of vegetables, making up sort of the half of the plate, and then the bit of protein, the chicken or the fish or whatever. So it was good. I was managing to reduce the amount of biscuits and cakes I was having. I was tending to have lots of these little sugary oat bars and snack bars. I decided that I would have to cut those out. So I managed to do that. Also, I was having a chocolate bar, light chocolate, cut out pretty much all the chocolate. And so it was very, very hard in the first few weeks, and I was feeling very, very hungry for for quite a time. But that did pass. It only took a few weeks. It did seem hard in those few weeks, but I gradually became used to that change in the diet, and having cut that out and seeing the results, it was just amazing. And I decided to cut out the alcohol. I was tending to have a glass of lager every night almost, and sometimes more than that at the weekend, and sometimes half a bottle of wine with my wife. But because of the advice on low carb and the empty calories that the alcoholic drinks entail, I decided, well, if it's not really doing me any favours, then I'll just cut out as much as I can. And I did actually manage to cut it out pretty much. So I found out about the Low Carb Program from the leaflets that I got from the nurse, and having read through them, I looked at what was the advice in there, went onto the website and signed up to the Low Carb Program almost straight away. Decided that the 12-week program would be a really useful thing to keep me on track and just set me off in the right direction. So from September 2017, I was able to lose the 3 stone that I needed to lose, which was absolutely fantastic and felt just absolutely amazing. So from the 12-week program, which is 3 months, I was able to take that and carry on and lose the extra weight that I needed to, and get down to my goal essentially. And at that point, I had to go and have my next blood test, and went to have that blood test. Went back to see my doctor. My doctor was absolutely amazed. He hadn't heard of the Low Carb Program, but he was absolutely amazed. He hadn't seen that level of turnaround from the blood test result. And I came down below the pre-diabetes range, back into the safe range. My fitness level has really, really improved. I play cricket in the summer. Before I was on the program and lost the weight, I'd be playing cricket, and I'm a batsman. I'd be scoring runs. I'd score 20 or 30 and I would be shattered. I'd be struggling, and I'd probably get out then, because I just so unfit and tired out by that point. And this last year, after having lost the weight, my fitness has improved so much that I can keep up with all the 20 and 30-year-olds running for the ball. And actually, when I'm playing cricket and batting, I wasn't losing as much sweat. I wasn't sweating as much. I was just a lot fitter, a lot better able to cope with the fitness and keeping up with the game. So, and whereas I'd started off walking and increasing my pace and distance, that actually got to the point where I felt more confident in actually extending those into more jogging and running. So I've managed to keep all that going, still keeping it going, and it's been just fantastic, really. I feel the fittest I've probably felt for 30 years. I'm certainly at a weight where I'm probably 30 years ago, I was probably about this weight, and it's just absolutely amazing. The only drawback has been I've lost so much weight that I've had to basically replace my whole wardrobe. I was extra large in all my clothes, I'm now medium. My waist is 32. I was wearing 42s before. Absolutely unbelievable. People that I see in the street, who, you know, acquaintances, if they're people who I haven't seen for a while, they're just absolutely amazed. I think they wondered if there was anything wrong with me, but fortunately I was able to tell them that actually I'm feeling the best that I've ever felt for 30 years, the fittest I've been, the lightest I've been, and it's just been an amazing experience. My diet is a lot different now to what it was before. I was eating a lot of cakes, biscuits, chocolate, virtually cut out all that sugary snacking, cut out so much carb now. I really don't eat much in the way of carb apart from breakfast. I do enjoy my porridge, so I have that in the mornings. But in terms of potato and rice, I have very, very small portions of that with my meals, sometimes none at all. Eat a lot of fish, chicken, but vegetables and salads, I just love those now. Lots of salad. So it's been, and I really enjoy it now. I'm, you know, eating lots more salad food than I ever used to. I just really enjoy it. For anybody who's just discovered that they're pre-diabetes, I would say to them not to be disheartened, because you can turn it around. Low carb and low sugar has been absolutely amazing for me. Managing to lose weight and just reduce that amount of carbs and actually reduce my blood sugar levels has been just an amazing experience, and not too difficult really, apart from the first couple of weeks, just getting used to the diet, the new way of eating and new foods, and just coping with it. It's been good. I've been enjoying it. You can lose the weight. You can get your blood sugar down, and it's just amazing. And I've read other stories about other people as well, and they've managed to do the same. And I think it's quite a magical experience, really. It's just amazing. So how do I keep motivated? Well, the motivation is to keep as fit as I possibly can. Having got to this level of fitness now and feeling so good, I don't want to be any different now. I don't want to get to the weight that I was at before and be as unfit as I was before. But also, I don't want to put on any more weight. I've had to change my wardrobe. I don't want to have to be rebuying all those clothes again. But yeah, motivation, it's, I just want to be how I am now, because I'm really, really pleased with where I am now. And it's been such an I would say, and it's been easy. I've found it, you know, I've changed my lifestyle, but it hasn't been an upheaval. It's just been a change, but it's been a change that's been easy to make, and I'm so pleased that I managed to make that change. And the motivation is just to carry on and and keep a healthy lifestyle. I would like to say that some people who have seen my results, it's been inspiring for them. I play board games. I'm in a board game group. One of the guys who plays board games with me, I think he was in a similar situation to me, needed to lose weight, and he's also been following a similar diet, and he's managed to lose an amazing amount of weight as well. And somebody who I was working with, who I've worked with a couple of times, I saw him for the first time this year for a couple of years, and he was amazed at how much weight that I'd lost, and he was very overweight, and he decided to lose some weight as well. And he's also taken that inspiration and he's doing that as well. So that was quite pleasing as well, to actually have had that response, and to realise that you can be an inspiration for people, that people can change their diets, can improve their lifestyle and their fitness.